Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to discuss a topic that impacts millions of Americans in a very direct way. The effects of the current global war situation in 2026 on retirees and Social Security recipients in the United States. While headlines often focus on geopolitical tension, military developments, or energy crises, there's another side to this story. A domestic impact that is often overlooked. How wars around the world ripple through the U.S. economy and affect the financial security of those who have already retired. In this video, we'll explore this topic in detail. We'll discuss how inflation and rising costs of living affect retirees, the impact on Social Security payments, healthcare costs and Medicare, investments and savings, including pensions, energy and transportation costs, stock market volatility, and its effects on retirement funds. Practical steps retirees can take to protect themselves. This is a comprehensive guide. So whether you are retired, nearing retirement, or supporting someone who is, this video is for you. Let's start by looking at the bigger picture. Before we dive into the financial impacts, it's important to understand the context. In 2026, several major conflicts and geopolitical tensions are ongoing across multiple regions. Military escalation in Eastern Europe, conflict zones in the Middle East, tensions affecting global trade routes, regional instability in parts of Africa and Asia. These conflicts are not just distant headlines. They have direct economic consequences for the United States, including 1. Disruptions in oil and gas markets, 2. Increased defense spending, 3. Rising costs of imported goods, 4. Volatility in the stock and bond markets, 5. Fluctuations in global supply chains. For retirees, who often rely on fixed incomes, these economic ripple effects can create real challenges. Inflation and rising costs of living. The first major effect is inflation and rising costs of living. Wars often disrupt global supply chains, especially for energy, food, and basic commodities. In 2026, the U.S. has experienced higher gasoline and natural gas prices due to disruptions in Middle Eastern and Eastern European supply lines. Rising costs of imported goods, including electronics, clothing, and household items. Increased grocery bills due to higher global food prices. For retirees on fixed Social Security payments, this can be particularly challenging. Unlike wages for working Americans, Social Security benefits do not immediately increase to match inflation, unless adjustments are made by the Cost of Living Adjustment, or COLA. Even with COLA increases, retirees may find that their purchasing power is eroded if inflation spikes faster than expected. For example, if groceries, utilities, and fuel costs rise sharply, the typical monthly budget for a retiree may no longer cover basic needs, forcing difficult financial trade-offs, Social Security payments, and war impact. Next, let's talk about Social Security payments. Social Security is funded through payroll taxes and invested in U.S. Treasury bonds. But global war and instability can affect the value of these bonds and the broader economy. Potential effects in 2026 include 1. Delayed COLA adjustments. If inflation is volatile, adjustments to Social Security benefits may lag behind real cost increases. 2. Pressure on federal budget. Increased defense spending may divert government funds, indirectly affecting Social Security programs. 3. Investment volatility. Treasury yields and government borrowing costs can rise during wartime uncertainty, affecting the long-term sustainability of Social Security funds. While Social Security itself remains secure, retirees may notice that their benefits don't stretch as far as they used to. Healthcare costs and Medicare. Healthcare is a major expense for retirees. Wars can impact healthcare costs in the U.S. in several ways. Rising pharmaceutical prices, conflicts abroad can disrupt the supply of raw materials for medications, increasing costs. Medical equipment shortages, hospitals may experience higher prices for imported devices or supplies. Insurance premiums, inflation, and economic uncertainty can drive higher Medicare premiums, deductibles, and copays. For example, If war-related shipping delays increase the cost of insulin or other essential medications, retirees may need to adjust their budgets. Healthcare is often the single largest expense for older Americans. Even modest cost increases can cause serious financial strain. Investments, pensions, and retirement funds. Retirees who rely on investments, pensions, or 401k accounts are also affected by global war situations. In 2026, we have seen 1. Stock market volatility. Defense stocks may rise, but international equities can fall due to uncertainty. 2. Bond market fluctuations. Government bonds may become more attractive as safe havens, but yields can fluctuate. 3. Pension fund impacts. Public and private pension funds with exposure to international markets may see variable returns. Retirees depending on investment income may face challenges if withdrawals are needed during market downturns. For example, drawing down investments during a bear market can reduce long-term sustainability of retirement funds. Energy and transportation costs. Energy costs are a major concern for retirees. Global war affects oil and gas supply, which translates into higher prices for gasoline and diesel for personal vehicles, home heating oil, or natural gas. Electricity costs, depending on energy sources. Transportation costs also affect retirees indirectly through higher costs for groceries, medical equipment, and essential goods. Even modest increases in gas and energy bills can strain the budgets of those living on fixed incomes. Food security and daily expenses. Beyond energy, wars can impact food prices and availability. Global crop disruptions or shipping delays can raise grocery bills. Imported foods or specialty items may become scarce or more expensive. Local inflation may be amplified in rural areas with limited access to alternative suppliers. Retirees with tight budgets may need to prioritize essentials over discretionary spending, affecting quality of life. Practical strategies for retirees. While the situation may seem daunting, retirees can take steps to protect themselves. 1. Review your budget. Track monthly expenses and identify non-essential spending. 2. Diversify income sources. Consider part-time work, dividend-paying stocks, or annuities to supplement Social Security. 3. Adjust investments carefully. Avoid panic selling during market dips. Consider consulting a financial advisor. 4. Shop smart. Use coupons, bulk buying, or local alternatives to reduce grocery costs. 5. Energy efficiency. Lower utility bills through energy-efficient appliances and insulation. 6. Stay informed. Monitor inflation trends, COLA announcements, and government updates on Social Security. These steps won't eliminate all risks, but they can help retirees maintain financial stability during turbulent times. Emotional and psychological effects. It's important to acknowledge the emotional impact on retirees as well. Anxiety over rising costs and shrinking budgets. Stress from uncertain healthcare access. Fear about long-term financial security. These concerns can affect mental health and well-being. Retirees should seek social support, community programs, and counseling if needed. Financial insecurity and war-related uncertainty can be stressful, even for those who are otherwise well-prepared. Government and policy measures. The U.S. government often implements measures to help retirees during global crises, adjustments to Social Security, COLA, supplemental programs for energy assistance or healthcare, pension fund protections, federal subsidies, or temporary relief programs. Monitoring policy changes can help retirees take advantage of available resources. Staying proactive is key. Looking ahead. What can retirees expect if the 2026 war situation continues? 1. Potential for ongoing inflation. Retirees should plan for higher living costs. 2. Healthcare cost pressures, budget for unexpected expenses. 3. Investment volatility, maintain diversified portfolios. 4. Energy dependency. Consider alternative energy solutions where possible. 5. Government responsiveness. Stay informed about any policy changes affecting Social Security, Medicare, or pensions. Even in uncertain times, preparation and information can make a meaningful difference. Summary and key takeaways. To recap, Global war in 2026 has domestic consequences for retirees. Inflation reduces purchasing power. Social Security may lag behind rising costs. Healthcare and energy expenses are increasing. Investments and pensions are affected by market volatility. Emotional stress is a real factor. Retirees can take proactive steps to protect their financial security. This is not a reason to panic, but it is a reason to be informed and plan wisely. Conclusively, in 2026, retirees and Social Security recipients in the United States are facing unique challenges due to global war and economic ripple effects. Being proactive, through budgeting, smart investments, staying informed, and using government resources, can help retirees weather the storm and maintain quality of life. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share so others can better understand these critical issues. And now I'd like to ask you, how has the 2026 global situation affected your financial planning or retirement strategy? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Stay informed, stay prepared, and stay safe.